Hi, I'm Zeinab Bailoun and this is Eco-Terrorism. The World Health Organization characterizes leptospirosis as a bacterial disease that affects both humans and animals. Why is awareness of this disease so important? We'll find out today with our guest in the studio, Ms. Majd Saleh, an epidemiologist, and our guest by phone, Ms. Soraya Zattar Mouawad, president and founder of Animal Pride and Freedom. We'll be taking a short intervention by phone with Ms. Soraya Zattar Mouawad, president and founder of Animal Pride and Freedom. Thanks for joining us, Ms. Mouawad.
Thank you, dear. Welcome.
So, to start with, do you find that Lebanese and Arabs in general are aware of pet diseases such as leptospirosis? Is the awareness enough in this regard?
No, not at all, because, you can buy any pet. If we start by pet cases, they buy it from any illegal pet shops. These days, there is no control. Not even any control about their medical book that is, usually done by illegal people or illegal vets. Mm-hmm. So starting from this, you don't have any sanitary control. So how can you control any dangerous bacteria or disease that comes to our country? And you have such a big number of diseases, not only leptospirosis, mm-hmm. As we have exotic birds coming from Africa, we have wild animals that are sold illegally, and they bring with them this kind of bacteria or lots of diseases.
Mm-hmm. How dangerous would you say leptospirosis is for pets specifically?
Listen, today we have an antidote. We have antibodies, that are applied to any contagious kind of bacteria. Or we have good vets, and I think it can be treated if it's caught early. But sometimes, it's a hidden bacteria. It doesn't show any symptoms. And we need to be very, very, we need to focus on the hygiene. Be very clean very well around, and have a clean country. You have the poor sides of the country. You have the poor people and farmers, and that lives in a kind of muddy soil, Mm-hmm. And this kind of disease is caught in the muddy, humid climate. So I think it should start from humans' behavior. Be clean and be aware. Go to a good vet and let our pets be, have all their shots done by serious vets, not illegal pet shops. Mm-hmm. Ministry of Health should also have a focus, an eye on what's coming in our country. And we have this rat problem, rats and mice are the first animals that brought this bacteria. And, they call it the Weis disease. It's a German doctor who discovered it. Mm-hmm. But I think we have good antidotes and antibiotics. It could be treated.
Mm-hmm. So we mentioned previously that the disease is transmitted from the urine of animals to human beings. But how contagious is leptospirosis, and how worried should pet owners be about themselves and their health as well?
We have by now 6 to 10 million people who get contagious, who has this disease each year. What we should do is, as I told you, is to avoid to go in, not clean spaces, and we should also have this kind of, cleaning our hands after touching any pet. Avoid to go to pet shops and buy any kind of animals we don't know from where they came, and have a good hygiene. leptospirosis can be caught, by your urine, by water, Mm-hmm. If rats and mice, have their urine in the water, in the muddy water, and the human beings touch it, so he can, catch it via the eyes, via the skin, and we should be very careful, as for many other diseases.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of pets suffer from diseases like leptospirosis but are not treated. What do you think should be done to raise awareness about this issue?
Well, first, Ministry of Health should, start a kind of campaign. We can be, as NGOs, we can be the porte-parole. We can, help them. And we have the Ministry of Agriculture who should also focus on that. Because, Lebanon is a traffic, animal traffic, and it comes from the underground. It comes, and all these exotic animals that comes from Africa. And we have a lot in Africa that hide this kind of bacteria, the leptospira. And so I think they should focus more, and Baitari means Vets Committee, they are not moving a lot. They are not doing, hard work and serious work. As for, in all kinds of fields in Lebanon, we are not protected. Mm-hmm. So we need to have our porte-parole and speak for ourselves and for the animals as NGOs, and especially as vets, before selling any pet. Please, mm-hmm. please, they should give a kind of paper with, all the specifications, what could be done and what could be avoided.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Ms. Mouawad, for joining us today. We'll be back to our guests in the studio.